It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we got a glass or a bottle of Ghost Ship by Adnams Brewery, non-alcoholic or 0.5% ABV. Here's a look at the bottle, 500 millilitres in that classic Adnams. They got this little bulb on the bottom of the bottle, which I really like. I had some really lovely glasses sent to me by Adnams Brewery when I first opened the channel 15 years ago now, and they had the big bulbs on the bottom of the glass, and I used to put them in the dishwasher because they were top heavy, putting them in upside down, and this bulb was facing up. They used to fall over and smash, and I lost 6 of them glasses, but they were perfect. They were beautiful glasses. Purple cap on this one. It's a brown bottle. I picked it up in Morrison's, this one. Similar price to regular beer, and that's been a source of a little bit of controversy really in the beer world, and it's been in the newspapers recently. Why is non-alcoholic beer and drinks the same price as their alcoholic compatriots maybe? And apparently it's all to do with the reason why they charge the same price is because it's the same, because they're taking the alcohol out of the beer. It's quite a costly process. It costs a lot of money to take the alcohol back out again, hence they have to charge the same price. But I'm a bit whiffy with that, because we'll get to that in a moment. I'm a bit skeptical with that. I'll tell you for the reasons why now. We got a 1 finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation. It's an amber coloured beer. Very clear to look at. Let's get the aroma. Oh, that smells good. That smells citrusy and zesty. I've reviewed a few non-alcoholic beers today, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, some of them have been terrible. And there's a few people in the comment box saying, "Oh, try Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship's okay." Actually, sticking my nozzle into this, it smells pretty good. It does. It smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's one of the best non-alcoholic beers that I'm going to say is available on the market. If you were to push me into, not push me, wrong word, if you were to say, right, you have to drink 4 non-alcoholic beers at a party, I'd choose Ghost Ship. There's a little bit of a astringent bitterness on the back end, which I'm not massively happy with, but the beginnings of the beer are all fine. It's got this lovely kind of citrusy, fruity like flavour, which it works. It does, it works. It's a little bit carbonated on the tongue. It's got a good mouthfeel. There's a little bit of grain, there's a little bit of malt in there. Again, it's got that kind of citrusy edge to it. It's almost like kind of grapefruit and orange flavours coming through. That astringent flavour on the back end is coming down a little bit. My palate is adjusting to that. It's not as kind of harsh as that initial first flavour. It hits you, that initial first flavour of the bitterness on the back end. Your palate quickly adjusts to that. That's okay. That is okay. Let me get back to my skeptical story with the taking the alcohol back out. Now, the reason why I have some skepticism there is because, okay, yes, it might cost a bit of money to take the alcohol back out again. I think it's called reverse osmosis or something like that. But why I'm skeptical is government charges on alcohol are massive. And if you're brewing a non-alcoholic beer, those government charges are not in place. You're not being charged X amount of money by governments around the world for producing an alcoholic drink because it's non-alcoholic. I think I seen a graph once that if you had a look at a pint glass with the liquid in, like half of the liquid would, if you were to break it down in percentages, 50% of the beer, the cost of making the beer is government, is paying government charges on alcohol taxes. So if you take that 50% away, surely they could knock this out for 90 pence. But it might be a little bit more complicated than that. I don't know, because I'm not a customs and excise, or I don't get charged by the government for producing beer. I just review it. So please comment in the comments box on this. Are they being charged at the initial point of making the beer, where it's 5% ABV? Because they've created the alcohol in the first place, and then when they kind of reverse that process to take it down to 0% ABV, the tax charge has already been put into place. Am I making sense? Or is it a case of when it leaves the building, it's 0.5% ABV, and they don't get the charge on that? I don't know. It's all very complicated. But I'd love to know. I'd love to know in the comments box down below. But let's have a read of the label and let's rate it. Oh, there's a lot to read. There's nothing to read on here. It's all different languages and best before ends. And here we are. Inspired by tall tales of the ghostly ships that haunted the shores of our coast, whispers of aromatic elderflower, bold citrus and gooseberry flavours with hints of warming rye spice. Yeah, it's a pretty decent effort from Adnams, their 0% ghost ship. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.